least my best friend is at my side. And then, for the first time since we met in first grade when his family moved here from Virginia, Antoine veers off, waving, and heads to a different class than mine. I have this urge to chase after him, but I don't. No, David, I tell myself, and I stop walking just short of the front gate. You just have to make it to lunch. I can do that, I think. But maybe not. I don't like new things like surprises or anything that interrupts my routines. Starting at this new school feels like a million surprises and interruptions all wrapped into one giant mess. I breathe in, I breathe out. A part of me wants to give in to the sensation sneaking up on me and just freeze. I do that sometimes, especially when I'm overwhelmed. There's also a bigger part of me that doesn't want to be the weirdo standing outside the school when the first bell rings. So I make myself keep going, past the iron front gate, and I join the stream of students at Miramonte Middle School, walking into the uncertain and the unknown. Tuesday, September 5th, 8:15 a.m. First class. Not the fancy seats in an airplane, unfortunately. I reach into my pocket and pull out the folded piece of paper I stuffed in there earlier. I have all 6 of my classes marked in color-coded ink. But somehow, I forgot to include classroom numbers. So I know I have social studies first, but absolutely no idea where it is. Oh, this is going to be fun. I move to the side as a river of more kids pours into campus. Mom and Dad brought me here a week ago for orientation, but they didn't give us a tour. And this place is like a never-ending maze. At least I'm not going to the other middle school, La Sierra Junior High, all the way on the other side of town. That has to be the ugliest campus I've ever seen. I'm already sweating as I rush up to the closest building. It's always so warm here in California that our schools are made up of several buildings, spread out from one another. Antoine told me that his old school out in Virginia was a single building because it got snowy and cold during the winter. To be honest, the design of our schools here makes no sense to me. Who wants to be outside when it's super hot? Like right now. The sign on the side of the building reads, Mathematics. A drop of sweat runs right into the side of my eye. This is the worst. I turn around and thankfully spot a sign that says, History and Social Studies, on the building across the way. I unfortunately have to cut through a bunch of kids to get there, which earns me numerous dirty looks. Relief floods me when I see a paper tacked to an open door with the name of the teacher I'm looking for. I walk into Mr. Bradshaw's class, room 213, and am immediately faced with another choice to make. Where do I sit? Welcome, students, says Mr. Bradshaw, a tall white man with a shiny bald spot in the middle of his gray and white hair. Please choose where you sit carefully. That will be your seat for the remainder of the year. More students shuffle in. Tall, brown, black, white, Asian, short, chubby, awkward, loud, and desks are disappearing quickly. I think about sitting next to the girl in the front row with the freckles and pigtails, but the empty desk beside her is claimed while I hesitate. Do I quickly make a decision before more desks are occupied? Oh, absolutely not. There are only 2 left by the time I dart over to the rear corner and sit next to an Asian girl who slams a notebook shut as soon as I turn to her. Hi, she says, a nervous edge to her voice. Gracie, I wasn't doing anything. I blink a few times at her. Okay, I say. I'm David. She smiles but turns away.